Hi, I'm Maggie with Lucky Mud. My husband and I produce shows for the Friends of Camp Helen State Park. I bring in incredible music, and tonight is a fine example of that. This is Paul Kamm and Eleanore MacDonald, and they are awesome, and you will love them. Paul Kamm and Eleanore MacDonald.
Thank you, Maggie. We met Mike and Maggie, I think the first time in Texas at a music festival there, and they got us to come from Northern California, where we live, to Northern Florida. Folks at home.
Florida, they said. It'll be warm. They'll swim in the sea.
It's colder here right now than where we live, and that's in the mountains in California. So, yeah. But usually when we tell our friends back there that we're coming to Florida, that, you know, they have a whole nother kind of Florida in mind, and frankly, we really enjoy coming here.
This is the better one, I think.
Right. So this is a lot of our own music that you probably won't know, so we're going to get started with a song that might be more familiar territory. This is an old James Taylor song.
Or you might not know it. I didn't know it till I heard it so that we could learn it.
Walk down that lonesome road all by yourself. Don't turn your head back over your shoulder, and only stop to rest yourself when the silver moon is shining high above the trees. If I had stopped to listen once or twice, if I had closed my mouth and opened my eyes, if I had cooled my head and warmed my heart, I'd not be on this road tonight.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on. Never mind feeling sorry for yourself.
It doesn't save you from your troubled mind. Walk down that lonesome road all by yourself. Don't turn your head back over your shoulder, and only stop to rest yourself when the silver moon is shining high above the trees.
That's a little warm up for us. I can't even see the solos. We're doing, during the last few years,
The COVID years.
the before, no, this was the middle years, the in-between years, yeah. We did do a live stream for each of our CDs on Facebook, which was really fun. So we did 10, the 10th being the one that we're recording right now. But it was a really quiet time, and though it was really sweet to see people respond on Facebook, it wasn't like being in front of people. You are our second real concert in 2 years. We just did our first one in November in our hometown at a lovely theater and hashed every single song that we did. It was like we suddenly didn't know how to act. It had been 2 years since we've been in front of live humans. So hopefully this will be a little better than our first show. We are doing a lot of new stuff, so I'm going to be glancing at lyrics.
They stuck cameras in front of us
Really
at our very first show, too, and it didn't help. Really, it didn't.
Didn't.
a day like this, you're swinging for the cheap seats, and there's more blue in the sky. It's hard to resist the singing of your heartbeat, 'cause your eyes can't see that high. On a day like this, you're kicking down the back streets, skipping stones on the way. You look for words, you're drinking from the big well. There's just nothing else to say. On a day like this, it's waiting for you not to miss the longing for that one more kiss. On a day like this. Sometimes you feel like you're caught in the middle of a big fight, and you just want to get away. You can tell yourself it's not really worth all this trouble, but then again is what you'll say. On a day like this, it's waiting for us not to miss the longing for that one last kiss. On a day like this, soon the sun will set and take its rest, and darkness too will come, and the time we have will be the best, not what was lost or won. Soon the sun will set and take its rest, and darkness too will come, and the time we have will be the best, not what was lost or won. On a day like this, it's waiting for you not to miss the longing for that one more kiss. On a day like this.
Thank you. We're so happy to be here. We played here a few times, but I think it's been several years since we were here last. And we really appreciate everybody coming out to support live music and to support what Mike and Maggie are doing, because it's so important. This is stuff you don't hear when you're driving down the road in your car, unless you've got I'm dating myself here, but with the CD and the CD player. And that's kind of not, if we buy a new car, we're going to be kind of screwed, actually.
if I was an old oak tree, I'd stand beside the deep blue sea. Children would come and climb on me. If I was an old oak tree, and if I was a scraggly vine, I'd be happy all the time, turning water into wine. If I was a scraggly vine, and if I was a tree, I'd stand beside the deep blue sea. If I was a tree, if I was an old oak tree. And if I was the howling wind, I'd bang upon your roofs of tin. But the miller's wheel would be my friend. If I was the howling wind, and if I was the blinding snow, I'd bury everyone I know. But angels in me soon would grow. If I was the blinding snow, and if I was the wind, the miller's wheel would be my friend. If I was the wind, if I was the howling wind. And if I was a gambling man, I'd hide the aces in my hand. But many things I'd understand if I was a gambling man. And if I was the highest hill, way up there you'd feel a chill. But when you're gone, I'll be here still. If I was the highest hill, and if I was a man, many things I'd understand. If I was a man, if I was a gambling man. And if I was a tree, I'd stand beside the deep blue sea. If I was a tree, if I was an old oak tree, if I was an old oak tree.
I'd like to hear you guys play and sing with that. With us. Thank you. We're going to do a new one. These are like really, really new. And one of them is so new that right before, a couple of weeks ago, it's a long story, and we'll get to that when we actually get to that song. But I heard it and went, oh my God, we have to play that tomorrow. I never do that. I am the one who belabors things for months before I ever want to play them in public. So some of these aren't quite that new, but they're there.
Hello.
It was in tune when you bought it, Paul.
That was back in the 20s. Oh, wait, it is the 20s. Again.
So the guitars thought they were coming to warm Florida, too. And sometimes the weather tends to make them persnickety.
She's making all kinds of really wonderful excuses on my behalf, and I think that really tuning a guitar is not as difficult as I make it look. And I'm not really trying to suggest that I'm trying to impress you or anything, you know. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That's problematic.
Okay, I'll have some water.
Chances are we've been here before. Same old mountain, same old door, same horizon that the prophets saw. Same old peace, same old war. Chances are we've been here before. I got a feeling that love is more than just a candy store. Still water and then a storm, a steady hand when you're sore. I got a feeling that love is more. And it's a good day you won't forget. Walk on a wire without a net. It's a winning hand when we don't keep score. I got a feeling that love is more. Now I know what friends are for, and I'm pretty sure I let them down before. I'm just as subtle as a dinosaur, cold jellyfish on the floor. I got a feeling that people around here don't talk anymore. We just shake our fists and think we know more. Mine's better than yours, and that's a leaky roof and a hole in the floor. People around here don't talk anymore. It's a bad day you won't forget. A walk on a wire without a net. It's a losing hand when we all keep score. I got a feeling that love is more. I do. Chances are we've been here before. Same old mountain, same old door, same horizon that the prophets saw. Same old peace, same old war. Chances are we've been here before. It's a bad day you won't forget. A walk on a wire without a net. It's a losing hand when we all keep score. Chances are we've been here before. It's a good day you won't forget. A walk on a wire without a net. It's a winning hand when we don't keep score. Chances are we've been here before.
You're too kind. Thank you. Okay, we'll do an old one. That we made this song back when we were quite young and quite in love. Not that we're not still, but we're not. The young part isn't part of it anymore. But so we actually had to bring it down a half step because we have older voices now than we did.
We're a half step older now.
Yeah, half step older. Hopefully we won't have to get to a full step older, but that remains to be seen.
Hello. Okay. I don't need that on there. What's that? By the light of the moon, do the stars all know your face? as you're dragging your feet just to hear what they might say. And so the wild horses run with nothing to slow their pace, and the best things to you are left that way. And will the sun kiss your lips and the clouds hold you, washed by the rain when you're blue? But I love you best by the light of the moon. And when the cold days come to this warm and tender place, we'll be sailing like the wind across the waves, like a long lost friend, like a letter that comes one day. Now you make me feel all those things again. So you rock a baby by when the night holds you, and the pale light of dawn comes too soon. 'Cause I love you best by the light of the moon. And will the sun kiss your lips and the clouds hold you, washed by the rain when you're blue? But I love you best by the light of the moon. 'Cause I love you best by the light of the moon.
Thank you. So Juno was one of the 7 great dogs. And if you want to find out what that means, watch the film Dean Spanley, which is a New Zealand film. One of Peter O'Toole's last films, brilliant. But anyway, Juno was one of the 7 great dogs. And 10 years ago, he woke us up the day before my birthday so that we would be with him to die. And it was really hard on us, but it was very kind of him to wake us up and let us know that he needed to leave. And if you're like us, your pets are family members. They're just as important as some people in our lives. And so we were pretty devastated. So anyway, a couple months later, I was still having a hard time. We were dogless. I was dogless for the first time in my adult life, which got remedied shortly after that. But I went off to Greece for my month that I usually spend there, sometimes joined by Paul. He stayed home. And while I was there, he sent me these lyrics, and he said Did you say you wrote it for Juna at the time, or we?
I wrote a song that I came to realize was actually Juna singing a song to me.
Yeah, to us.
To us while we were grieving his passing.
But when I came home, we were busy. Paulo was in a band at the time, and the song got forgotten about. I never even heard it. I just saw the lyrics. And you should probably take it from here because it has more to do with you than...
Well, it was one of those things that sort of disappeared into the air around us, and we forgot about it. And about a month ago, my father passed away. He was 93, so it wasn't completely unexpected, but still it was the finalness of that, the finality. And I was sitting by the wood stove just playing guitar, not with the intention of writing a song for my father, but just started playing, and then a melody came, and then some words came, and it wasn't long before I realized that I recognized this song.
Wait a minute.
And that I had written it 10 years ago. And, I mean, excuse us, furball.
There's no animals in the house either.
So anyway, I spent the next couple days searching through boxes and folders and envelopes full of lyrics and all sorts of things, and found absolutely nothing until I got to the bottom of one paper bag, and there was a bunch of loose discs, not even like CDs, not even in a case, just there. And they all had something written on them with a Sharpie, because they were like work CDs. And there it was. It had a different name back then. We eventually called it Juna's Lullaby, but we put it on, and both immediately just went, oh, we have to learn this like right away, because the next day we had to play at the memorial for a friend who had just lost his wife. And now, I don't mean to make this sound like this is going to be a really depressing song, because it's not. I think what I'm after here is just that in times of trouble like that, you need to listen for that spirit that's singing you a song saying it's okay.
Yeah.
But that's not okay. Your light's still on. Why worry the night away? Go on and sleep now. Go on and sleep now. I'm watching out. No one will find you here. Go on and sleep now. Go on and sleep now. Go on, sleep now under mountains of dream clouds and stars you can reach. Go to sleep now. Follow the sun down to the fountain we come from, and everything's free. Go to sleep now. You are all right. If ever your world is blue, yours is the sweetest song. Yours is the sweetest song. Go on, sleep now under mountains of dream clouds and stars you can reach. Go to sleep now. Follow the sun down to the fountain we come from, and everything's free. Go to sleep now. Go to sleep now. Go to sleep now. Thank you. Last tango. Is that right?
Yep.
That is right. This is a song that was actually written for our hometown in Nevada City, California, which was a gold rush town, and then it was a logging town, and then it was not quite a ghost town, but a very economically depressed town, where a bunch of artists and actors and writers all congregated starting in the, late 60s?
Yeah, early 70s.
Early 70s. And it became very well known for that. And so then lots of other people wanted to move there, and some of those people wanted to raise the rent. And that made it
Build their big houses out on the beautiful farmland.
so the artists couldn't live there anymore. And I know that the same kind of development and cultural impact happens in a lot of places, and I'm sure it happens here.
It's called Last Tango in Paradise.
They used to have a good thing here. Now the rent's too high and the air ain't clear anymore. In the Garden of Eden, and the city's pushing further out, where the shopping malls and suburban clouds like a sword that won't stop bleeding. And the melting pot's filled with fire and ice. Looks like we're dancing the last tango in paradise. In 1492, all young braves were talking about what to do, about these boats that were coming. I guess we'll feed them, they look alright, but what's this gold they keep talking about all night? I think we're missing something. And the table's rattling now with loaded dice. Looks like we're dancing the last tango in paradise. open road, looking for someplace that no one goes anymore. And like a thief I'm stealing, and yesterday is like a distant hum, but I ain't waiting till the last dance comes to the Garden of Eden. Last tango in paradise, last dance, last dance in paradise.
Thank you. We do have CDs for sale there in the back. If you'd like to take us home with you, you can find us online as well. We do have a website. You can just Google our names, Paul Kamm and Eleanore MacDonald, and you'll find us there. You'll find a bunch of videos, and apparently in a week there will be this one online as well. Oh, you're not allowed to leave yet. I'm sorry. Okay, go. This is another new one.
We would like to
I'm
thank.
getting older and I'm kind of blind. I might need to like lift my lyrics up. Do you mind? No?
We would like to thank you all for taking a chance on. I'm sure a lot of you folks don't know our music, and it might have sucked.
But they trust Mike and Maggie, and that's the beautiful thing. You can bring people here that no one's ever heard of, and they can know that it's going to be something that, yeah, you won't be disappointed. Hopefully. Didn't mean that you won't be disappointed in us, but you won't be disappointed in what they do. Okay. When all the bars have been closed and you're not ready to sleep, 'cause there are stars you still might reach. You pull your collar up, walking against the wind, and morning will come too soon, but you still might win. It's all right now, it's all right now, it's all right now. The night can hear, it doesn't mind that you've been hard to know. 'Cause what is clear after all? You're still looking up, trying to beat the wind. Tomorrow will come too soon, but you still might win.
It's all right now. It's all right now. It's all right now. And on the corner you might find that song there waiting. Maybe you should just go home and tell her the same thing. While the night is clear and you can see that it's all right now. You're pulling your collar up, walking against the wind. Morning will come too soon, but you still might win. It's all right now. 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 It's all right now.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much.
So when I first wrote this song,
Only the musicians are laughing.
actually this is not fooling around. Our friend Wyatt Espelin, who is also a fantastic songwriter, actually did stab himself with a guitar string, and it is one of the most painful wounds.
In the joint of his thumb.
Or under the nail.
I can't imagine.
So this is a love song. And I say that just to preface this story, because when I first wrote the song, I knew what I was talking about, but apparently not everyone else did. And I played it for some guys who I play in a rock and roll band with, and the lead guitar player said, "Oh, that must have won you some points." And then that's when I realized, and of course Eleanor was disappointed to find out that it wasn't actually a love song about her. And she kind of understood what I was talking about. Otherwise, I might have gotten in more trouble than I did. But the truth of the matter is that this is a song I wrote for our better angels, as Abraham Lincoln famously once said. There are a lot of things in this world that don't quite add up. Some are just plain lousy. And I appreciate anyone who continues to honor and pursue the better part of ourselves. So that's what this song's about.
It's called The Fate of Me.
Might need the words, right? Hope not. I mean, all I can say is Sting uses one of these things too, so, you know.
Right, that's right. That's right, so it's okay. Close enough.
See, she always says that, but she doesn't mean it.
He knows me too well.
No, it's not fast. There are signs. Oh, wait a minute, that's not right.
We feel like we're not doing too bad, considering this is the second show we've actually really done, but there's still some rough edges that. Well, keys matter. That would have been really interesting to sing it in that key. Maybe we should try it in that key.
In another 10 years, we can try it in that key.
Then we'll be one step older.
There are signs in the street of how we disagree, and those in high places telling people how to be. These things have been and might always be, but loving you has always been the fate of me. We have children in cages with no family, and angry men who only bring us hate and greed. Still you lend a hand wherever you might be, and loving you has always been the fate of me. So lift up those eyes, those tired eyes, and carry on and lead us to the prize. 'Cause these things have been and might always be, and loving you has always been the fate of me. Now we're killing everything just as fast as can be. It's a wonder that the earth puts up with you and me. In the end it might not matter if we're good or free, but loving you will always be the fate of me. So lift up those eyes, those downcast eyes, and carry on and bring us to the prize. These things have been and might always be, but loving you has always been the fate of me. These things have been and might always be, but loving you has always been the fate of me.
Thank you.
So we're gonna
We're going to do one more. We're going to sing this one for Mickey, who's not here, but she'll feel it. What's going on, girl? What's going on?
It's cold in my house. Take me home.
Oh no, I just figured it out. My guitar is probably pissed off because have I ever written her a love song? Wow. That's quite an oversight. It's really just that I'm just pretty inept when it comes to tuning a guitar. That's all it is. All right. So anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for coming, and thanks for everyone here at Camp Helen for putting these on, and Mike and Maggie for hosting so much great music here and elsewhere. See how the birds still sing when you're down. The moon still dances in the sky. See how tomorrow comes and turns you around to sing hallelujah one more time.
When you think you have broken everything you can and crossed every line, see how you're still getting one more chance to sing hallelujah one more time.
Come down to the water now. Come lay your hand in mine. We'll laugh and cry and make a joyful sound and sing hallelujah one more time.
Now when this bridge, it doesn't seem quite long enough, and the water's deep and wide, and this fight that you're in, it's just too rough
To sing hallelujah one more time. I'll be here later when you call, just to tell you that you're mine, to pick you up again when you fall, and sing hallelujah one more time. So come down to the water now. Come lay your hand in mine. We'll laugh and sing and make a joyful sound and sing hallelujah one more time. See how the colors are all there for you, and how the music finds the rhyme. See how our wounds will be healing soon if we sing hallelujah one more time.
See how the birds still sing when we're down, and the sun is dancing in the sky. See how tomorrow comes and turns you around to
Sing hallelujah one more time. So come down to the water now. Come lay your hand in mine. We'll laugh and cry and make a joyful sound and sing hallelujah one more time. So come down to the water now. Come lay your hand in mine. We'll laugh and sing and make a joyful sound and sing hallelujah one more time. 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 Thank you very much.
This webcast was recorded live in the lodge at Camp Helen in Panama City Beach, Florida. Americana music in the lodge at Camp Helen was created by Lucky Mud. This webcast was produced by Friends of Camp Helen. Sponsored by Visit Panama City Beach. Directed by Courtney Harper. Technical producer Marvin Lee Ullman. Special thanks to Mike and Maggie.